Hello everyone, it's Patty Behan and thank you for tuning in today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful Valentine's Day banner. I'll be using some new colors of Simon Hurley lunar paste, dye ink pads, new stamps, and the new heart stamping foam. So let's get started. To begin, what you want to do is cut out 5 pieces of Simon Hurley stark white cardstock to 4.5 by 5 3/4. And then once you do that, the next thing we're going to do is make our cutout in the banner here. And I'm working on the Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station, and I have her 7-inch magnetic ruler here. And this is a centering ruler, so you want to center it on the cardstock like so. And then take a pencil and just put a tiny point in the center, and the width of this ruler is about 1.25 inches. And then once you do that, you draw a line from the dot to the edge of the cardstock there. And then repeat that on the other side. And then we're going to cut out this piece with a scissor. You can use a paper trimmer if you like, but a scissor will work just fine. And then once you do that, you're going to repeat this 4 more times. So I'm going to do that off camera and I'll come back for the next step. All right, now we're going to do some stamping. I have, again, 5 pieces of Simon Hurley stark white cardstock, and they're cut just big enough to fit this foam piece here. I'd say this is about 4.25 by 4.25. And today I'm just going to use the inside heart of the foam, so I'll put that other piece aside, and we're just going to use it as a stamp today. There's lots of fun things that you could do with stamping foam, but I'm just keeping it simple for today. So first I'm going to use some Prom Queen dye ink here, and I'm going to swipe it onto the foam. You don't want to stamp the ink pad onto the heart. You want to make sure you just put it on there in a swirling motion. And once that's done, I'm going to take a distress sprayer filled with water and just give it a quick spritz, just like that. And then we'll stamp it down into the middle of the paper. Just so you know, we're eventually going to cut these hearts out. And after you stamp it, if you see it didn't stamp all the way, go ahead and just line it up again and press it down in the places you missed. Okay, so that's looking good right there, and we'll put this aside to dry. And we're going to just make one of those. And now we're going to take sidewalk chalk, ink up the heart, swiping the pad until you get a good amount of ink onto the foam. We'll give it a spritz of water next. And then stamp it onto our cardstock. And for this one, you're going to want to repeat it so that you'll have 2, but I'll do that off camera. We're going to go ahead and put this aside to dry because we're going to do some more to it later on. And then we'll take the next color, Crown Me, and repeat the same process, and you're going to want to make 2 of those as well. Okay, so now that my heart is dry here, I'm taking the Tiny Hearts stencil by Simon Hurley, and I'm going to place it over top here. And notice that I'm working on the Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station, which is magnetic, and I'm going to place my magnets here and use Triple Berry lunar paste, and I'm going to apply it with a palette knife. I'll put some paste on the back of the palette knife, and I'm going to go ahead and put it through the stencil, making a thin coat, and scrape off the excess after it's applied. Clean off your knife, and this is what it looks like, and we're going to put it aside to dry. And then you'll repeat that on your other heart. And now we have the Crown Me heart, and we're putting some Prom Queen lunar paste on there. And a reminder that we have 2 of each of these stenciled hearts. And don't forget to clean your stencil in between. Now we're going to take this stencil again and apply it to the background of our banner. I'm using the Prom Queen about halfway down, and then I'll go ahead and I'll put the triple berry next, and then I'll blend it at the seam. And once that's done, I'll remove the stencil, and don't forget to clean it. And then this is what it looks like, and we'll put this aside to dry and go on to the next step. So now I have my remaining banner pieces, and I want to make a nice variegated background. For the first one, I'll be using stippled circles, and I'll be using 3 colors of ink. First, Rosy Cheeks, then Prom Queen, and then Love Struck. And I'll be starting with the lightest color first, Rosy Cheeks, and I'll just tap the ink onto the stamp randomly, and then repeat with the next colors, just randomly tapping the pad onto the stamp. Then you'll want to give it a quick mist of water and place your banner right on top of the stamp, and just rub your fingers across the whole background here to transfer the ink. And now you have a nice variation of the different color inks, and you want to repeat that again with the same stamp and color way. And now next we're going to use the paisley stamp and repeat the same process with piggyback, sidewalk chalk, and Crown Me. And then mist it with water, transfer the ink onto the banner, and then this is what it looks like. And do this again with the same stamp and color family. And now I've gone ahead and done all of the other banners, and let's put this all together. I've cut out the hearts, and I've put some foam tape on the back of each heart. And now let me arrange the hearts on the banners here. And then I'll take off the liner tape and adhere them to the center of the banner. And the next step is to add a ribbon. This is about 4 feet in length. And then we're going to turn these over so we can tape the ribbon onto the back of the banners here. And I'm putting them about 1 inch apart before I tape the ribbon down. And then you want to place the ribbon up towards the top there. And then just use some regular transparent tape to attach the ribbon to the banner here. And then that's it. It's as simple as that. And now you have this beautiful Valentine's Day banner that would look great on your fireplace mantle or maybe in your craft room. Just a gorgeous way to decorate your home for Valentine's Day. We have a link to the full supply list in the description box below. And don't forget, for more crafty videos, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.